Jordan Hamilton here in Andover, Ohio. It's the 20th of July, and we were talking about the check over there and how inconsistent the root structure was on it versus the Myco here that had incredible root structure. The depth of the roots and the number of roots that got that deep were impressive, even comparable to just a fertilizer alone. We're seeing improved hair roots, and we're seeing improved stalk girth. But the big thing is, you know, that we're always looking at with this Myco is the structure of the soil and the ability for the soil to just crumble in your hand. And we're liking the things that we see. We see that it's very granular and much like your garden soil that you have at home. Good afternoon. It's October 12th, 2017. We're here in Cherry Valley, Ohio again at the corn test plot. So the first thing that I'm seeing out here is how easy is it to dig in the row, and then what does the soil look like when I pull it out of the row versus between the rows of corn when we would dig. Now here's soil from between two rows of corn where I took the shovel and I dug it out. Then this here is a soil from underneath of the corn that was applied with MST on it. When I go ahead and put this in my hand, it feels very good for plant growth. Feels like gravel, feels granular, feels really good for root development. So MST was definitely impressive. But as we travel down this way, we run into Toggle, which also had granular soil, okay? Endoprime, which also had improvements, but we're still finding that the clumpiness is still apparent in the row itself until we got down to the Hamilton cold mix down here, where all the clumps have just seemed to disappear off of us. Okay, all granular, all very easily broken down, and just feels like really good root development could happen when you look at this. So we take the building off of the soil that we were just talking about, and we apply it to what we're seeing with the corn stalk, with the root development, and the ear. Okay, we start here. We have Hamilton cold mix, we have Endoprime, we have Toggle, we got fertilizer, we got MST right here. Our stem consistency was very, very impressive. Okay, not only that, but when you look at the ear, you look at the ears, both of these ears are filled all the way out square. They don't taper down on the ends. Well, how does that apply to the soil, we ask ourselves? Well, look at it. All right, look at the size of root mass that come out with that plant. I could hardly carry it, it was so heavy.
What's the soil like?
Granular, easily developed, easily moldable. So let's talk about ears. In front of me, we have Toggle and Ascend together with a fertilizer product. So maybe it's just too much going on. I don't know what happened, but we definitely have an inconsistency in what we're growing out there. Not to mention the ears getting rotted. All right. So then we look at something else, like just a fertilizer, okay? Still seeing rot. But then we bring it over here, okay? You have a check, which makes a nice ear, but we're still seeing stuff we don't like, okay? Then we bring in here, okay? Hamilton cold mix. Now it's not perfect. It's not 100% perfect. All right, we still have ears that have rot on them, but I'd say overall look is improved.
If you was to group the groups, what would be in the top two?
Hamilton cold mix had reduced fungus infections and mold infections in our ears. MST, on the other hand, had improved ear girth and ear quality. And I would say those are probably my favorite two when I look across the whole board.
Did anything really disappoint you as far as what you've seen?
Well, I'm just not seeing consistency out there, and that's something that we're looking for, because as a farmer, we put the same amount of money into every acre that we're farming, and we expect the same amount of return on every acre, the best that we can do. So variability in yield is going to dramatically increase our profits, or affect our profits, I should say, not increase. But variability, if you take the variability out and you increase consistency, then you increase profit, because we all know that it costs a lot of money to be out here doing this, and you can't go out there and break even.